Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 13. I can see 13. Oop. Mm-hmm. See, is it 7 o'clock? By Monday and on Sunday. Five, 4, 5. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Hello.
Hey,
Hi, Ashley.
I have my video off today because I may turn it back on. I'm like trying to do Tony stuff. I'm trying to.
I was like, oh, wow, is nobody going to come because of the Tony?
I know.
Like, worried.
I booked 2 jobs for this upcoming week, and I'm just like, I've been ripping and running this past.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yay.
So, yeah. But I'm excited to talk. I have so many friends that are at the Tonys tonight.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm going to go as fast as I can. I think I have, it looks like I have 3, don't say this message. It looks like I have Deborah, Carol, Chiquita. You emailed the video?
I don't have my video for today.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah. Not a problem.
Casting and auditions. My reader is actually at a Tony. She's been doing Tony stuff. She's in the Tonys.
Awesome.
So I'm just like, oh, Lord.
No, that's good. Well, tell me about the jobs you got.
I got 2 commercial jobs. I'm doing Walmart. Yeah, I'm doing Walmart, and then I'm doing some pharmacy inhaler thingy.
That is great.
Yeah. So those shoot back to back, and I actually had a stressful week because they both were supposed to shoot. I was on hold for Walmart, and Walmart was holding 2 days. The pharmacy was holding one of the 2 days. So I booked Walmart first, and then I, emailed and I was like, hey, y'all want me to come to the callback, but I booked this job. And so one job told me I was also going to call back for another job, third job. They just said, don't come because I mean, I get it. It's like, well, why do we need to see you if you're already booked? So I didn't go for that one, but then the other one was like, no, just still come. So I went, and then they were like, oh, we want to book you. So then it got real stressful because there were 2 different agencies.
Oh, God. Oh, that is stressful.
Yeah, so then it was just kind of like the agency that got booked second was just kind of like pushing me to get on the other one to figure out they were going to shoot me on the 11th or 12th. And so it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of waiting, a lot of like, oh my goodness, like it's not really my thing, but I still feel stressed because, if it had been with the same agent, it wouldn't have been a problem. But because it's different agents, it's like I'm in the middle,
It's so stressful.
Yeah. So luckily it all worked out.
Yay.
It's just a lot of back and forth. This day I go here, the next day I go there, this day I go back. And then it's just a lot of that. So.
That's so good though. Yay.
Yeah. Just trying to collect those little checks as much as possible. So. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to do. Do you think? I wonder. I'm going to ask in the chat.
Okay.
Not that
I felt like today was just going to be like I don't even know if anybody's going to show up because of the
Tony's.
Yeah, and it's also the Puerto Rican parade.
Oh yeah, and it's so beautiful outside, and it's all that. Yeah.
Going on today.
Who's coming?
Because I feel like a lot of people would have been.
We are starting.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
That's me, yeah. So yeah, I just sent a little message. Let's see, maybe I'll read their emails. Maybe they tell me in their emails. Okay. Had to get this one done early. See you in class Monday. Okay, so Deb's for Monday. Carol J is for Sunday, for tonight. Okay. Chiquita, she's Sunday. Yes. Okay. So I have 2 Sundays. All right.
You're suspending her for crocheting.
So this is Sunday.
Carol's here.
Carol's here?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Carol Jones. Okay, Chiquita, I'm trying to get my computer. Okay.
Cool.
All right, good. Okay, so we're going to have Chiquita, Carol, Ashley. I'm going to at least have that much. But we won't stress it out.
Yeah.
So I had I'm just killing a little time. Is Carol, you on?
Yeah.
What's up? How's your week? How was your week? Oops. Did I mute her? By accident. Sorry. How was your week?
Oh, wait.
I hear you.
Okay. Good. No complaints. It was really good.
Oh, you did Friends-in-Law. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Coolio.
I worked on my comedic timing.
Okay. Cool. Did you get a chance to research your project?
The one that I did, the mind.
Friends-in-Law, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you said don't look at the episodes.
No, don't look at the episodes, but still, I think you need to look up the about the project.
I looked up because I think you mentioned it was a multi-camera show. So I looked that up. I also looked up just what it was about.
Yeah, the log line. That's what I need to see. You see
Yes.
the relationships.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I looked that up
Okay,
on
good.
IMDb.
Good. Because
Yeah.
I think that's confusing
Oh, okay.
in the
Okay.
script, you know?
Okay.
I think it's kind of, who just met, who's getting engaged, who's,
Yeah, because at first I was reading it, I was like confused because the first scene was with her and her friend.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about another guy. On the second scene, they were talking about another guy that she was actually dating. And so yeah, I was confused at first.
Oh, but you're clear. So okay, so you can help me out.
Okay.
So let's take a look-see at Friends-in-Law. You're who are you playing and who are you talking to?
I'm Margaret. I'm talking to my best friend about another guy that I met who I believe is another. I guess they work together.
Uh-huh.
And I want him to be friends with this guy, Jake. I want my best friend to be friends with my friend Jake. And so, yeah, that's basically, I guess, what I'm saying.
Okay. So let's see if we understand. Okay. Because I got so confused working on this. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. So I might have to ask you again, so help me out, all right?
Okay.
All right, so let's take a look. See, I'm going to share my screen. This is Friends-in-Law. Yes, it's a multi-camera comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Were you nice to Jake?
I actually was.
Were you?
I was not. Jake said Randy made a deathbed promise to his mother to get married this year. That doesn't bother you?
To find a guy who loves his mother that much, that's all I've ever wanted. And the mother's dead? Well, that's just a lovely bonus. Hey, we're still going to be here for each other. When my mother's missing and being awful to me,
I'll dump my glass of wine in her purse. And when my dad says weird things about me being gay,
I'll dump my glass of wine down my mouth and give you a sympathetic look. I always fine. In college, the one time I was hungover and throwing up, did you pull my hair back?
no, I did not.
Did you push my hair down and forward?
Yes, I did.
And what did you say?
Otherwise, you'll never learn, bitch.
Beautiful words. Now is it time? You have to open yourself up to new people, new friends. Otherwise, you could end up terribly.
I think you're settling.
Oh my God. You'll root for anyone in a rom-com, but not me. I've seen you root for Catherine Hegel. Catherine Hegel.
She had to wear 27 dresses.
Get out. You are a garbage person who loves garbage rom-coms. This is none of your business, ma'am. This is a private yelling.
Good closing. All right. I had to mute you because the audio was going in and out. All right, unmute.
Oh, it's my stupid phone.
Okay. So I thought I really like the closing
Okay.
and the environment there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I saw the relationship.
Okay.
I was having a little bit of trouble following your diction.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
I know that's a little weird.
No,
I was having trouble like just
understanding.
I was actually really working to understand you.
Okay.
And that felt like a little bit like, for me, like I was like having to overwork to do that.
I feel like that's a note you've given me before.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe that's something I need to really work on.
Has anybody else ever given you that? No, is that just me?
And maybe because it's because it's in an audition situation. It's never been in a class situation. But so they wouldn't give me that note as a casting director.
Mm-hmm.
But in class, it's a little bit more intimate and specific, and so
I'm seeing you do a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm seeing you do, it's not just a few. I mean, I'm really seeing you,
Yeah.
And I need to watch it again.
Okay. No, but honestly, it was something that you've given me before, and so I really do feel like it is probably something I need to work on.
Yeah, because I feel like some crisp, I mean, just like a little bit of crispness. I mean, it seems like only when there's a lot
Okay.
does it seem to come up. It
Yeah.
doesn't come up at all when there's a little.
Okay.
It's just, it's when it's mountainous.
Maybe it's my inner monologue. Like, you have a lot of words to memorize.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so there are like some things that I liked, but that's why I found I was concentrating. I was like,
Okay.
what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The other thing I want to see is, so this, you're talking to your friend who's gay
Yeah.
about him getting along with your other friend
Yes.
who you're going to marry, I think.
No, this is
not getting
another
married.
friend who I'm just friends with, but they were talking about the guy I want to marry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna do that again. And then the other thing is, did you see that thing in the sides about you being the librarian? Da, 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 da?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right. So let's watch it again.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go again. Watch it again. Good. Opening beat.
Were you nice to Jake?
I actually was.
Were you?
I was not.
Good.
Jake said Randy made a deathbed promise to his mother to get married this year. That doesn't bother you?
To find a guy who loves his mother that much, that's all I've ever wanted. And the mother's dead? Well, that's just a lovely bonus. Hey,
All
we're
right.
still going to be here for each other. When my mother's just,
So that joke right there,
Yeah.
I would go this way with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
well, that's just a lovely bonus.
I would first be like, play the real thing of this.
To find a
Okay.
guy who loves his mother that much, that's all I've ever wanted.
To find a guy who loves his mother that much, I'd play that positive.
Okay.
All I've ever wanted.
Okay.
And the fact that she's dead, I don't know. Right?
Right.
So there's the flip around.
Okay.
So that we don't see the cynical part coming.
Right. Okay.
And the mother's dead? Well, that's just a lovely bonus. Hey, we're still going to be here for each other. When my mother's visiting and being awful to me,
I'll dump my glass.
So then, now this, I would imagine that your friend is really sulking
Okay.
so that you could come at
A real hey, like I see what you mean. Like,
hey, yeah,
hey, we're still gonna be here for each other.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Come from that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's comedy doesn't mean it has to be fast.
Okay.
It
Okay.
means it has to be dynamic. So
Okay.
fast, slow, stops, sudden stops, you know, like that.
Okay.
You know, think of a song, of like a song that has like a dynamic rhythm that keeps changing, like that.
Right. Okay.
Instead of just all fast.
Oh, okay. 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 And that's what I'm usually think. Okay.
You know, when my dad says weird things about me being gay,
I'll dump my glass of wine down my mouth and give you a sympathetic look. I always wine.
Hmm.
In college, the one time I was hungover and throwing up, did you pull my hair back?
no, I did not.
Did you push my hair down and forward?
Yes, I did.
What did you say?
Otherwise, you'll never learn, bitch.
Feel the words. Now listen to mine. You have to open
That's
yourself
good.
up to new people.
Okay.
Good.
Otherwise, you could end up really lonely.
I think you're settling.
Oh my God. You'll root for anyone in a rom-com, but not me. I've seen you root for Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl,
She had to wear 27 dresses.
get out. You are a garbage person who loves garbage rom-coms. This is none of your business, ma'am. This is a private yelling.
Good. 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 So
Yeah.
yeah, I think the closing is good. I
Okay.
just and I can see like it's like did you versus did you,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Okay.
It's like little things like that
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
you know, and they're like just tiny things.
Right. Okay.
But it's not at all terrible. I'd probably say it just needs to be a little bit more dynamic.
Okay. Is there any kind of like, because I feel like this is a thing that I even catch myself with certain things. Is there something that I can do, like an exercise for like my tongue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You need to go back to, you know, I'm just coming out of teaching for a whole semester at SUNY Purchase. So I'm back, you know, and the discipline of the every day before a class is like the first 45 minutes of class, we did a physical warm up. We also did a diction warm up.
Okay.
You know, and that's going back to those tongue twisters.
Yeah.
And just getting back, and it was like they had, you know, a ton of them.
Okay.
Of new ones and difficult ones and stuff. And it's just like getting back to like the did you instead of the did yous.
Right.
Which really help,
Yeah.
right? Just, and then like getting, like doing that 15 minutes every day of tongue twisters, right? And forcing yourself into proper diction, and then you can forget about it.
Okay. Okay.
You forget about it.
Okay. I'll work on that.
And that's
Sure.
an easy one for you because I know you have that kind of discipline.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things that I did with the kids from the class, which was so smart of me, is I made them write out their own acting method as like the end of the year.
Wow. Okay.
And like in approaching a role, everybody had like, well, I have to start with my instrument. You know, and I think that as the further we get away from school, the less connected we get to just like the shape of my instrument just anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Yep. Anyway, so not terrible. You look great.
Okay, great. All
And
right.
for some reason, I think it's actually Zoom that's doing that with the audio. I don't think your audio, because
I don't know. I'm on my phone, and it does sometimes do some crazy things.
Yeah, I think Zoom does it because it doesn't want to give feedback, and I think that was taking away a little bit, making it hard to hear on your tape.
Okay.
But I think your tape is fine.
Okay. I also used, and I did this on purpose. I used it was a like a travel kit.
Oh yeah, you did a travel kit. Cool.
Yes. So I did that on purpose to see if that actually looked good.
It looked great.
Okay, great. Okay.
Wait, it looks good.
Okay. Okay. So I'll drop the link to that when I buy it on Amazon. I'll drop a link in Telegram.
Please do. Oh no,
Yeah.
the light and stuff.
Yeah.
And the tripod, that's all worked fine.
Okay, great. Great.
Oh no, that worked. It looks good. Your
Okay.
makeup looks good. Your face, I mean.
Yeah, you look very beautiful on camera.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
I couldn't tell that's a travel kit set up.
Yeah. Great. It's
Studio.
so great.
Don't sleep on these iPhones, honey. Tens across the board. Yeah, really. Okay, Chiquita, let's take a look at what you sent in.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I don't know. I guess I just got to start 10 minutes late because me and this computer, we always going through something. Last week is the volume. This week the computer didn't want to come on. Did I miss the mini lesson?
Oh, no, because everybody was late. I didn't do it, but I was sort of like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's okay.
All right.
So I figured I'll do it at the end.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. I have to share my screen. Just that one, okay. And excuse me. Oh, here we go. I have this.
You're suspending her for crocheting.
Wait.
What's the punishment for needle?
I want it to be big. I'm going to make it big. Two things I want to do. And Save it to the downloads. Okay. I want to make it big, and I need to know what it's from. Chiquita? Oh, unmute. Yes? Ah, how did she get mute?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm sorry I didn't put the title down. It's from The Village.
Oh, wonderful.
Sarah. And this is dealing with my daughter, Katie.
Oh, okay.
Situations. Her, crocheting the heart on it, and then her dealing with her other situation.
Okay, cool. All right.
You're suspending her for crocheting.
For vandalism.
And what's the punishment for needlepoint? Crucifixion?
I don't feel good.
Park it.
She clipped the chain link, which makes it destruction of private property. The developer wants an example set.
One that keeps her out of college? My daughter is not a vandal. She's a good student and an artist, an introvert who made a mistake.
Which is exactly what I said. And why you're talking to me and not the police. 2 days. It's a hand slap.
Who is she talking to in this scene?
You want to explain to me why you would cut up a fence? Price of zip ties go up? Hey, I'm talking to you.
That building is going to a house corporate offices for Allied Dynamics.
And you love them?
And I don't want a war-profiting missile manufacturer in my backyard.
It was a crochet political statement.
Good.
Katie,
Good.
what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, you are not pregnant.
Great. What are you going to use your other 2 wishes on?
You're not having sex.
Okay, wish number 3 should definitely have dollar signs in it.
So who are you having sex with?
Mom!
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you to explain this.
I guess I should have used zip ties.
Or a condom, which is available, I don't know, everywhere?
Condoms? We use the banana peel.
Nobody's laughing, Katie.
Now what are you doing, judging me? Seriously? You did the same thing, Mom, which means you know exactly how scared I am. The part where I screwed up, I'm crystal clear on.
Stop. I want to use my 3rd wish to start over.
Oh, that's a waste. Could have made Beyonce your best friend.
I already have one of those. And I just totally blew it with her. Please?
I'm pregnant.
And it's going to be okay. How far along?
It's not like I took a test.
Sorry, what?
I just know I'm queasy and my...
Oh, no, drink this, all of it, right now.
Okay. All righty, good. So here is some feedback. I think you did a ton of work, which I'm really glad for. And your staging is good. I definitely want you to do this again because I want you to take these notes in and see. I think you can get a much stronger tape out. I think that in the first scene, your choice, you're talking to a principal. And you want your principal to go easier on your daughter. You can unmute.
Yes, I'm talking to the principal and I want her to go the vice principal, and I want her to go easier on my daughter.
There's no way she would do that with you coming at her with that kind of fire and anger.
Good point. Right.
So I think your choice is coming off. I think, yes, you're pissed off. This is stressful.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you want? You want her to lighten up.
Right.
So you got to make it's crocheting,
Right.
So what are you going to do? What's the offense for for needlepoint.
Yeah.
You know.
Crucifixion.
Yeah, Katie's a good kid.
Right.
Katie's a good, you know what I mean? Not Katie's a good kid.
Right.
And so I just want you to just come in a whole different approach. Thank you, sweetie. So that is, and I think that's going to change that. And I think that's similar for the second character. I think that it looks almost like you're always pissed, like really angry. And I think that there's a lot more colors and nuances in there that I want you to hit.
Okay. I thought about that. I was like, well, I'm angry in both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. And I want you to allow for more like, you know, I can't deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe I'm worried or just like I can allow for you to be tired or pissed off, but I just don't want you to go to just total anger.
Right.
I think once you said, you're my best friend and I messed up,
mm-hmm.
I felt like those choices felt like they went with the material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The other choices felt like a little too harsh. I wanted you to get into the, I'm shocked.
Right.
You could be pissed. You could nag her. You could you can whatever. You could like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like mother her in so I don't know, I'm trying to get like an annoying way of mothering her.
Right.
Or maybe scold her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as opposed to punish her.
Right. Okay.
Right. It feels like, but I think the love for her has to come across really super strong.
Okay. So could you tell that I was trying to be in denial when she said she was pregnant? I mean, in the thing, she's actually supposed to start vomiting, but that was too much because that was actually my son that was reading with me. But you know, he has a young enough voice, so it still sounds like a girl. But that's why when she said she's pregnant, I didn't react. Like
I felt like
it was kind of a nervous thing where I'm just going to do something else. And like, you're not pregnant.
In order to not react, you have to first react, then not react.
Okay. Okay.
So, you know, you're like, I react, and then I can't deal with this. I'm just gonna, wash my hands. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm not reacting. Didn't happen. Okay, right? So that you actually are reacting.
Right. Okay.
So it's almost like the reaction is, think of it like a denial.
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
Yeah, so in order to deny it, I have to be aware of it. Right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So that it can really, really process. And then also when she calls you on it, like, well, it's the same thing you did. I think that has to be bigger. You know how scared I am. All of that has to be so much bigger.
Okay.
I mean, for your 16-year-old, I mean, she's like 16, right, or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for your 16-year-old, all that stuff has to go, you know, everything that you went through with your pregnancy has to go through your head. Everything that she went through, you know, that, is she going to keep it? You know, just all those things have to like flood you.
Okay.
So it's a lot more complex, I think, than what you're bringing now.
Okay.
And I want you to think of anger. Okay, if we have a scale of reactions, and let's say that anger is at, you know, the 100 mark.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, that's like the, you know, that's the biggest reaction. Then what are all those other in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want you to live and play. You know, disappointment. Just, you know, and don't feel like you have to, this has to go so fast.
Mm-hmm.
you have to have the lines just have to be like this. It's like they have to be at what they're going to be at.
Right.
For you to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I want in this scene? I want to, you know, it's going to be something like, I know I just said, deal with. Which would be good, which would be a good verb on this.
Deal with?
Yeah. You know, I have to deal with, what do I want? I want to deal with my brilliant but reckless daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
So that because it has, it's all those verbs that have to do with like figure out, or, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not so clear to you. You don't know what to do.
Right.
You have to sort of find your way through this.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So let me see if I have any more Sunday night tapes before I jump into my little mini lesson. What did you shoot on, Chiquita?
On my iPhone.
Mm-hmm. I want you to, I think it might have needed a little bit more light because it looks like it pixelated a little. Or just hit that, or the sharper focus.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. Something about it looks like it might need a little bit more light. I don't know, something.
Okay.
Or it could be that the file shrunk so small for you to send it to me. That could be it too.
Uh-huh.
Because did it look perfect on yours? Like all?
Yeah, on mine it looked fine.
Oh, well then it probably, let me see how many pixels this is. How big the file is. Get info. I am checking. Yeah, it's only 20 megabytes. No wonder. This is tiny.
Right. Maybe it shrunk down to be able to send it directly to you. Like I didn't send it via WeTransfer or anything.
Yeah, so that's why it's so I'm not getting a very good copy.
Right.
That's where my comment's coming from.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you were gonna send it to somebody, you have to send it like WeTransfer, so they get a nice big rich.
I got you.
And they don't have to do any work. Okay.
Roz, I wanted to do the one that I wanted to do with my friend, but I had something that it's a part of a comedy, but it's not, the scene itself isn't funny. So I didn't feel like it would be appropriate. Because it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this in and see what you think. Because originally I was gonna do something different. Okay. You want me to put it in Telegram?
Telegram, yeah. I like it when Telegram is easy.
Okay.
It's harder for me to find them in email, believe it or not. Speaking of which, Deborah's from Monday. I think that's it.
Let's see. Telegram.
I'm trying to get my computer super slow. Any way you want, Ashley. Whatever's easy for you. I'll deal with it.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. I'm used to oh, here it is. Okay. I'm used to doing this on my computer. So attach. I hope it comes through. It says processing.
Okay. Not a problem. Ashley is sending a video. I see. It says, it's telling me.
Oh, it says that?
Yes.
Okay.
Ashley is sending a video. Vidya.
It's
Oh,
actually part of 3 that it's 3 short, like 3 different ones I'm gonna do with you, I guess, privately, but I was like, maybe see this one.
okay. So, and what is it? So what do I need to know?
Okay, so basically this was for the project. I guess since I don't think it's gonna happen for me, whatever, I was up for Coming for America, the sequel.
Oh, how cool.
America. And so I am in the Royal Gym working out. And the new would-be prince is coming in. It's just been announced that this guy exists.
Wow.
And so he's coming in trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, I was just told that I am no longer first in line. And here he comes trying to be like, hey, what's going on?
Okay, that sounds so cool. Okay. So we are going to take a look-see at this video. Very good. Let me share my screen. All right, let's see.
What do you want?
Has it always been this demanding?
Who?
Your father.
You mean the guy who will make you a prince just because you are a man? I have seen my American brothers make jokes and judgments towards the motherland of my birth. You say Africa as if it's a theme park with rides and waterfalls. Africa is a continent with 54 countries, home to a people who speak 3,000 languages.
How do you know?
More than you. I have lived and loved my country my entire life. And I know what is most important.
That was great.
Thanks.
That was really, really super good.
Thank you. I felt like, I don't know, because it's supposed to be funny, Or maybe I don't know. Like when I read it, I'm like, okay, this is funny to watch. Like I can see it in my head, like I'm laughing at the script, but then I'm like, I don't know.
Let me tell you something very importante, Ashley, and to all of you. Just because it's a comedy doesn't mean every scene is funny. It's like there is, even in a really funny movie like Bridesmaids, right? There are different levels. There's a scene where they're like shitting in the streets, and there's a scene where she's like talking to her mom, and it's sincere. And, especially in features, which is like a romantic comedy, they have levels.
Yeah.
It depends on where we are in the story and what's happening in terms of like what's appropriate to the comedy in that moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's situational, but this is very sincere for this person. This person isn't trying to be funny.
Yeah, I guess the funny part comes with the other person, which is something I can't control. Maybe his reactions to, and even if not that it has to be like ha knocked down, but like the fact that he's trying to be all buddy and and I'm just so serious.
Yeah, it's like, that contrast for sure. But look at the original Coming to America. Look at the romantic lead, right? So she's playing everything straight.
That's true.
She's playing it straight, and she's very sincere, and everything is grounded in a reality for her.
That's true.
She's not playing anything for laughs. She's like, trying to live her life.
And I've heard before, people say, the more serious you play it, the more funny it is.
Well, you know what I think, Chiquita, and this is for all of you, is that it's always dictated by the script, by the story, by where we are in the story and by what's happening and how that character is functioning and, you know, all those things.
Yeah.
You know, and what is the character aware of and what aren't they aware of? You know, if I were to critique this tape, everything that I would say about it would be completely total and 100% nitpicking that I don't think really would make a difference. I think it's a super strong audition.
Okay.
I think you look amazing. I think you seem to have, you know, more time with it would probably make you even more comfortable with the dialect, even more comfortable with
I was a little nervous about that one.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, you get more time and make you even more comfortable. I feel like this is a really strong audition that you should feel really good about.
You know what? The reason why wanted to share this one with you was this was also the one that, you know, I got the negative feedback from that I sent in. So, yeah. I guess I don't know if the word's internalize. I know to take everything with a grain of salt, but it's also like, I want to make sure that I'm not, you know, crazy and I'm putting my best foot forward and not out in the world looking crazy. So I'm just like, okay, well, let me see, you know, what I can do better. What did I do that was so not okay? You know, things like that. If there were, you know, I'm still new. Like, I'm not new to acting, but I'm new to this television, film, self-tape, you know, not having the energy in the room with the people right in front of you. So it's still like, it's different for me. It is. And so I'm still like a baby in it.
I would say the only thing I could say, which is totally nitpicking, is that probably you could be more comfortable. You know, okay. Who couldn't? You know what I mean? It's like, you could be more, it's really the same comment about the dialect, right? Yeah. It just means like, if you had more time, you would probably relax a little bit more into it.
Yeah.
And it would, you know, and you wouldn't be working so hard. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's nothing. I don't think that's a big deal.
Okay.
I really don't. I think that would just give it more flow. It would make it be more easy for you.
You used to do this thing where, I don't know, you haven't done it the last couple of classes, but you used to tell us, I would give you a call back or not give you a call back for the tape. So with this, would you call me back to see me?
Oh, I feel like this tape is 100% castable.
Okay.
I feel now, I happen to know this role is probably, I'm not gonna lie, this role is probably really competitive because you have to be drop dead gorgeous.
And, oh yeah, I'm sure.
I mean,
every black name actress has this audition going on for them.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say drop dead gorgeous, and I'm gonna say the Africans. There are a lot of real African actresses out there.
Yeah.
And I would say that would be the competition, and that they would have the accent easier.
Yeah.
And that would be, so we say, you're as beautiful as they are, and they have effortlessness with the dialect because they're African.
Yeah.
And there's a whole heap of them out there.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
And so it's like, it's hard out here. It's competitive out here. That's all. You know, I just did a play, African Schoolgirls.
Oh, I heard it. Okay.
Yeah. And so it was like all them young Africans were in it. You know, like 20 of them. No, but you know, it's had a lot of them.
Yeah, it's got a whole heap of them.
There was a ton of them that was coming every day.
Yeah, it is definitely daunting. I mean, I guess in the theater world, you don't feel it as much as opposed to television and film. I don't know. I don't really, because once I'm in a room, I'm in a room. But like when you're sending in a tape, or even if you do get to go in, it's just like, it's so many. and they, you know, deal with more names. You had the whole name thing, even though in theater they do too. But
I mean, it's always like, you know, it's like there's a lot of competition. So what?
Yeah.
You know, but I would say that when if you're looking at a dialect and you got a whole bunch of Africans who really have a dialect, you know, that's a thing.
How much do you think complexion plays on it too? Because in that, do you think
I don't think it plays at all.
Okay.
Because I think that I don't think it plays at all.
Because to me, it looks like in this video, this makes her look lighter.
It's not going to play. I really don't think it's going to play at all. Because I think that I think she looks beautiful, and I don't think that
gorgeous. Yeah, I just noticed it looked like from the video last week, or you know, when before from other class, this makes her look a little lighter. Now, you know, when they start nitpicking at all these little things, or you know, that's what I'm asking. Do they ever say, "Oh, well, we need her to look more dark"? You know what I'm saying? That could be for any of us. I know at times, depending on the year, the season, I look a lot lighter too.
Or I guess I think a lot of Africans also, I mean, I may be wrong, but they have a skin spectrum too. Like, you don't have to always
Yeah, that's why I think it won't matter, because I know they come in all these shades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the ones, you know, the actresses.
Right.
And if you remember, the original actress anyways, who was in Coming to America, who he married, she was light bright.
Right.
So
she was from the States.
Yeah, but that's his wife, and they had a child. So, I mean, there's so many things. I mean, I do think, number one, there's different African complexions, whatever, is, you know, number one. And then number two, he married a light-skinned woman anyway. So, you know.
Yeah, no problem for me. I'm just asking, you know, like what, because I'm not sure which character this was for. So that's why I was just asking.
Eddie Murphy's daughter.
Right.
Yeah, it was the lead of the movie. That's why I was like, I just wanted to really, I felt like I just wanted to have, just to be included. I don't know, thousands of takes, however many people they saw in real life. I just wanted to get a really good take across their desk, so that if they ever had something else, or if there was another role, or if there was a long shot, it would be like, they can't say that Ashley didn't give a great audition take, so that something in the future, God willing, this role, anything else, younger, whatever, I wanted to, you know, make sure that the acting was strong.
I think it's fine. I really do. I think it's fine.
Thank you.
I really do. You know, I might have switched. If I was coaching you, I probably would have pulled the eye line slightly differently. There's little tiny little things I would have done, but they're not gonna make no difference.
Yeah.
No, they're not gonna make no difference. And just making sure that you're as comfortable as you can be. And it's like you communicated it very clearly.
Mm-hmm.
It was clear. It's good. I have no problem with it.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
I was gonna say congratulations on being in Mean Girls. That was a great play. I saw it a while ago. Where did you do it?
Down there at the Lucille Hotel when they did it again.
Ah, nice. Did Zainab do the snotty old beauty queen?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah. Oh no. There was Enzi. Say, there's so many of them, honey. Enzi. Somebody. It was a different.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Somebody, right.
I just ran into one of them today, sweethearts.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is what I'm thinking. Well, what the thing I was gonna do for my little mini lesson moment, I don't know. Well, I might as well just do it since I was going to do it. Okay, so here it is. So this is for, you know, I spent the week, you know, I always have to teach something I learned. So I spent the week pitching the film that we're working on. So we were in a feature film incubator, which meant that we had to like practice the pitch all week, and then we did it for like these fancy people, like, you know, Tribeca Film Festival, and so people like that. So, and rich people. So one of the things that we had to do was, you know, do that little introduce yourself, tell me a little bit about yourself, and hit the bullet points of your resume. So what I was thinking what would be a good challenge or a good thing, which I really struggled with. So I was like, I don't know, I just hate that. Is to be able to, because in meetings and in industry always, you have to be able to introduce yourself in a way that feels conversational, but that communicates very easily who you are and what you do. So I was thinking the challenge is that you guys should each do that on the video and put it in the chat. Why, Roz? Why? Because, I mean, it's like something that you have to do. And it's the same thing as like, if you have, for instance, for independent films, for meetings, for anything that you, all that stuff, agent meetings, independent stuff, it's always, you know, you have to introduce yourself, right? And since everything happens visually, virtually, why don't you have one of those? It's like one of those, you know, it's like one of those slates that has a little intro of you, essentially. So that's the challenge, and that's what I think you should work on.
So can you like what, so if I had to write a sentence just to tell myself, what am I doing next week? We have to do a short video.
Yeah, this is like, this would be, it would be like as if in the slate is tell me about yourself. Introduce yourself in our slate.
Okay.
I want you to do. So you're gonna talk straight to camera and you're gonna say like, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm from blank, and I do X. I think it could be up to 3 minutes. It should hit your resume bullet points without being a list, and it can't be name dropping, but it has to get across, like, you know, for instance, I'm interested in films that you know, I act in and direct films that make social change and heal people, for example, or whatever, however you want to say it, right? You know, and then you're saying, currently I'm working on X. And you always have to include in currently, right? So that it ends with, or it can start with, well, hi, I'm Roz Coleman, like, or I'm Ashley Lee, I'm currently shooting a Walmart commercial. I'm an actress from Texas, and I'm passionate about projects, blah, blah, blah. In fact, one of my career highlights was X, and blah, blah, you know, some kind of closing. Okay. How's that sound to you guys?
Good.
Directly to the camera.
Sounds scary.
3 minutes is a long time, isn't it? Like,
I think it could be up to 3 minutes, because I think it really does need to, you have to sit in it, right? Mm-hmm. You really need to do it.
You can do,
yeah, you really need to, and they're like, yeah, you might have to write it. You might have to write it and memorize it and then deliver it like super casual. Like, I'm currently acting in a Walmart commercial, but my passion has been doing theater, playing roles like African schoolgirls, where I was the queen bee, but my heart got broken. And another role that really resonated with me was when I was Ruby in 7 Guitars, and I was a fish out of water, but I pulled all the men. And I'm looking forward to my next thing, whatever. You know, you got to flow it out.
Yeah, I think that sounds great.
Yeah. So that's what I want you guys to do so that it looks, you guys can do it anytime during the week. Throw it into the chat. 3 minutes, introducing yourself, highlights what you're doing now. I don't care if you're not doing jack shit now. You have to sell it, right? You have to be, you can't be like, I'm unemployed. You have to be like, I just finished. I'm currently working on, or next up for me is, you guys got to, you know, figure that out.
Yeah.
You got to spin it. Finesse, exactly.
Right, bullet points with finesse, yes.
Yes, it would be like, it was the same thing as if you're walking down the street and you run into Bernie Telsey and he's like, hey, what are you up to? You know?
Yes.
You can't be like, oh, I'm just, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, oh my God.
So I think you should look, you know, you could do a headshot or whatever, but look fab. Look fab and laid back and talk to us. Yeah. You can do it any way you want. You should definitely have a memorable opening, a memorable closing, you know. Have fun with it. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. This is, and you know, another way to think of it as like, it's almost like a pitch video of you. And you can, and it doesn't have to be just acting, you know. Chiquita, you're like, hey, I just published a book. I would definitely say that. I'm, you know, I've been traveling with my book tour, blah, blah, blah. Also auditioning, my son, da, da, da. You know, you got to wrap it all up in a bow. You know, make it all make sense.
I have a reading tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. Can add that from a play I did before.
Exactly.
Sound good, right?
Yeah, make it sound, you know, zhuzhy.
Zhuzhy. Shoo shoo.
Did you have anything, Carol? You good? Unmute. Let me see.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny that you're saying this because a lot of time, well, I've had my agent ask me, how would you pitch yourself? I'm like, I don't know. So this is actually really good practice.
This is exactly it, yeah. So you might be like, well, I sing a high C and I blah, 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 you know, just.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're wondering how to cast me, here it is. You know, whatever, however you want to do it. But
right.
Yeah, we should know, like, hey, 3 minutes of you talking will be like, okay, cool. Got it. I do suggest that you kind of write it out so that you get everything in. And 3 minutes is some time to fill. And you don't want ums and blah, blah, blah. You want it to really flow together. So that's it. That's my mini lesson. Kind of a mini assignment. But I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.
I know, that's what I get for asking, right?
Right. That is for Monday. All right. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's watch the Tonys.
Yes.
It's on.
Mwah.
Yes. All right.
I gotta see you next time.
So, Raj, should I do that scene for next week?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I think you should. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank
All right,
you.
bye-bye.
Have a great one.
Bye. Mm-hmm.